Evening. Here is the news at 6. First, the highlights. Lagos State government hosts quarterly community development sensitization engagement. Academic Staff Union of Universities frowns at new governing councils for tertiary institutions. On a foreign scene, helicopter conveying Iranian President Ibrahim Raisi crashes. And in Sports, Confederation of African Football announces venue date for 2026 World Cup qualifier between Nigeria and Benin Republic. And now the details. I am Akan Usen. The Office of Political, Legislative and Civic Engagement has organized a one-day quarterly community development sensitization and engagement program for residents of Orile Agege Local Council Development Area of Lagos State. Special Advisor to the Governor on Political, Legislative and Civic Engagement, Afolabi Tajuddin, said the administration of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has developed various policies and programs that are beneficial to the citizenry, and there is a need to create awareness about such policies even at the grassroots. Tajuddin noted that the engagement of residents at the community level is essential to address challenges, proffer solutions, and build an all-inclusive governance that can foster growth and development in all areas. The Lagos State Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development has disclaimed a rumor that the ministry is carrying out a recruitment exercise. The disclaimer was made by the Permanent Secretary, Office of Physical Planning, Oluwole Shotire, through a statement made available in Alausa at the weekend. Shotire urged members of the public to disregard the false and misleading recruitment information, not fall prey to the antics of mischief makers. The Niger Delta Development Commission NDDC says it will inaugurate 92 infrastructure projects valued at over 84 billion naira across 5 states in the region in the next 2 weeks. Director Corporate Affairs NDDC Pius Ogaboteni said the projects include the 25.7 kilometer Ogwia Nembe Road, which creates a road link to the ancient city of Nembe, Bayelsa State. Others are the 132 kV transmission line and substation electrification project executed to optimize power supply to local government areas in the southern part of Ondo State, a police station, health centers, and school blocks. The Special Intelligence Squad of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps Commandant General has dismantled an illegal refining site containing over 100,000 liters of stolen crude oil in Adobe Settlement, Eche local government area, Rivers State. Commander of the squad, Dandaura Apollos, said the success resulted from credible intelligence, indicating that suspects had vandalized a multinational company's wellhead. Apollos noted that the squad was able to arrest one God's Power Oyibo from Delta State, who is now assisting it with further investigation. And now to the rest of the stories. The Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, has expressed dissatisfaction over the newly announced governing councils of universities across the country. ASU President Emmanuel Osodeke said the federal government was expected to reinstate the illegally dissolved governing councils and not constitute new ones. Osodeke also stated that the demand from the union was not only about the dissolved governing councils of tertiary institutions, but that the federal government should implement other requests of ASU. It will be recalled that ASU gave the federal government an ultimatum over the failure to reconstitute the governing councils of universities across the country. Days later, the federal government unveiled the list of members of 111 tertiary institutions, comprising 5 names each for 50 universities, 37 polytechnics, and 24 colleges of education. The Oba of Benin, Uku Akpolokpolo Eware II, has taken custody of 2 looted royal stools from the German government In a symbolic milestone, they were handed over to the National Commission for Museums and Monuments, NCMM, on behalf of the Nigerian government by the German authorities in 2022. Director General of National Commission for Museums and Monuments, Olugbile Holloway, made the presentation on behalf of the federal government in the Oba of Benin's Palace, Benin City. Addressing the Benin throne during the presentation of the artifacts, Holloway pledged on behalf of NCMM to work closely with the Benin Royal Court in uplifting and displaying Edo culture and heritage, even as the Benin bronzes and other artworks are gradually making their way home. Earlier, the Oba of Benin, while expressing joy, appreciated the German government, the federal government of Nigeria, and the NCMM leadership for their efforts. According to historical records, the artifacts, bronze and wooden royal stools, also known as ekete, made during the reign of Oba Eresoye and Oba Isige several centuries ago, were looted from the Oba's palace during the punitive expedition in 1897. And now to foreign news. A helicopter carrying Iranian President Ibrahim Raisi has crashed while he was visiting a northern region. Local media report that the president's condition is currently unknown. The aircraft, which was also carrying Foreign Minister Hussein Abdullahian, came down in East Azerbaijan province. An emergency crews have so far been unable to reach it due to foggy conditions. 20 rescue teams and drones have been sent to the area where the helicopter came down. Now, sports. The Confederation of African Football, CAF, has announced Monday, June 10, as a date for the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifying match Day 3 encounter between the Squirrels of Benin Republic and the Super Eagles of Nigeria. CAF has also officially confirmed that the encounter will take place at the Felix Houphouët-Boigny Stadium, Abidjan. The encounter will kick off at 5 p.m. Nigerian time, while Ethiopia's Bamlak Tesema Weyesa has been appointed center referee for the game. Meanwhile, the Super Eagles will host Bafana of South Africa at Godswill Akpabio International Stadium, Uyo, on Friday, June 7, before the clash with Gannett Raw's men. Finidi George's side are second in Group C with 2 points from 2 games. With the English Premier League EPL title race going down to the wire, the league has prepared for any outcome by preparing 2 identical trophies. One of the trophies is to be stationed at the Emirates Stadium, while the other at the Etihad Stadium, as the league gets set to crown either Mikel Arteta's Arsenal or Pep Guardiola's Manchester City as this season's champion. Arsenal will host Everton, needing a victory and hoping for Manchester to falter. Meanwhile, Manchester only needs to match Arsenal's result to make history as the first English team to win 4 consecutive championships. And that's all for the news at 6. Please do not drive beyond specified speed limit. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms on X, Traffic Radio 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration engaged independent managers for the management of the Lagos theatres? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government's website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. The Office of Political, Legislative and Civic Engagement has organized a 1-day quarterly community development sensitization and engagement program for residents of Orile Agege Local Council Development Area of Lagos State. The Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, has expressed dissatisfaction over the newly announced governing councils of universities across the country. We also told you that a helicopter carrying Iranian President Ibrahim Raisi crashed when he was visiting a northern region. Local media reported that the president's condition is currently unknown. And in sports, the Confederation of African Football, CAF, has announced Monday, June 10, as date for the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifying match day 3 encounter between the Squirrels of Benin Republic and the Super Eagles of Nigeria. For contact with the newsroom, please send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Adewale Oluokborku. I am Akan Usen. Thanks for listening and please stay safe. Good evening.
Timeliness begins with the letter T. We strive to maintain timeliness